Blessings, great holy day, great holy life, great holy now, beautiful vibrant soul family. Loving, living the vibrant soul lifestyle. All day, every day, 24/7. Quick little invitation, as someone once told me, is, Michael, you got to share with them what we're doing. So we're going to take a moment to be quiet, to be still, to be silent, to be able to access the wisdom and the intelligence of the heart. Because most of us are just go, 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 go. That we're just reacting, we're just reacting. Very few of us take that time to check in with ourselves, take that breath, to take in that mental, soulful inventory and say, where am I? Am I listening from the past? Am I listening from the future? Waiting for something? Am I listening from the past? Not letting something go? And who am I listening from? Am I listening from the limited perspective of myself? Or am I listening from the present, infinite, boundless openness of myself? And why am I listening? Am I listening for expectation, condition, or attachment? Or am I listening present, open to the infinite possibilities of the unknown? So as we take a breath together, I invite you to just let go and open up your heart, because this is going to be a subject that is not easy for me to share, but it's so important. And as we humble ourselves, even I'm humbled to even what I perceive or believe what I'm going to say, it's going to be whatever it is. Blessings. So again, thank you everyone. If this is your first time or if this is your umpteenth time listening to us, I appreciate you, I love you, and I see you because I am you. We are one. That is our constant message, that we are one. We're not above, we're not below, we're eye to eye, heart to heart, soul to soul, one family. Thank you. That being said, I want to share something that I watched earlier, and it really was an inspiration and a confirmation of what Ali and I are going to be bringing on the 30th of this month. We're going to be doing a random, last-minute, 6-hour marathon to open up the space to, if you have questions, if you have comments, if you have concerns, if you have complaints, like, Michael, I don't like that you do this. Michael, I don't like you do that. I would love to see the mirror of anything and everything, because if we can't talk about what we don't want to talk about, then we haven't grown. We got to talk about what we don't want to talk about in a format that is unifying, that is inspiring, that is we are open with one another, and that is the intention of this platform. So we're doing a 6-hour marathon from 9:30 a.m. 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Excuse me, Mountain Standard Time. And the confirmation today was, I seen someone post, and you all know me. You know I don't like talking about media, news, and all this different stuff, but I think it's really relevant that I share. And I was inspired to do this very last minute. There's somebody who posted, and I'm not going to put them on blast because I don't do that. Somebody who posted about the thing about the Oscars with Will Smith and Chris Rock. And the reason why I share this is because they share about these other times that all these different things happen at the Oscars. And it's like, you know, they're complaining about how someone can slap someone. And I'm just going to share my humble perspective, because we need to start somewhere to open up a conversation. My humble perspective is, to me, it's just actors acting on stage. Reminds me of wrestling, where the wrestler slaps the other guy and they're fighting, and then behind the curtains they're talking, they're laughing about how, you know, the audience fell for it, how good they are. Oh, did that slap look real enough Did it look like convincing enough? Because to me, great media, great news, great awareness hardly ever gets shared. We've seen it again and again and again, and this has been shared constantly again and again and again and again and again, and it's him slapping, Will slapping Chris Rock and saying, you know, you keep your wife's name out your mouth or something, and the audience is captivated, and it repeats and it repeats and it repeats and it repeats and it repeats. I've seen memes, I've seen all kinds of different stuff about it. My question to us is, even though that's entertaining, where is that getting us? And I know I sound judgmental, but I'm not concerned about how I sound. I'm asking the questions that a lot of us have, but we're embarrassed, we're shy, we're hesitant, because we're afraid what others are going to think. We're afraid what others are going to say. And even though I've worked for so many years on myself, 20 plus years, I still work with that. And I'm doing this video to step into this because I've kept quiet. I've studied Hollywood, I've studied the military, I've studied big pharma, I've studied the medical industry, I've studied the educational system, I've studied, you know, all these different things, which I'm not going to give too many names because I don't want to offend anybody, because my point is not to offend. My point is to say, we keep repeating the cycles that we don't want to repeat, but investing in things that, we keep investing in these things, but we don't want them to repeat. My question to you is, are you ready and willing to invest in something different? Because is it really important that we share and we vote and we perpetuate the existence of Will slapping Chris? I mean, in all honesty, in my humble opinion, if you look at it, they're smirking at each other while Will slaps him and Chris Rock receives the slap. They're laughing at each other. Like, this is, to me, a very clear sign that this was premeditated, it was pre-planned, and it was executed really, really well, unless those that have eyes to see. And if you really, I invite you to go look at that video and watch the skill that they use as acting, because they do this on camera. They slap one another, right? They hit one another. They're trained to do this. And out of all places on stage at the Oscars, where a lot of people have their attention. So the reason why I'm sharing this is there's more things important in the world than someone slapping someone. And then our kids, whether we're laughing about it, whether we're talking about it, our kids are going to think that's okay. Go and slap someone you don't agree with. Go and fight with someone that has a different opinion than you. And yes, I don't know the depth of why he slapped him. He said something about his wife, and his wife is going through some kind of dis-ease or ailment. I don't have the details because I don't go look at the details, because my wife knows, and she just came on. I love you, Amores. My wife knows that I started deep involved in government conspiracy theory, and this was over 20 years ago. And I'm going to tell you, if you're in that space, the only one true advice that I got for you, if it's making you angry, if it's making you more if it's causing you more anger, if it's causing you more judgment, if it's causing you to be more critical, if it's causing you to be more fearful, if it's causing you to be more trusting of yourself, which is really a reflection of trusting humanity, then it's not worth it. I'm going to ask you to focus on yourself, build your pillar, your center pillar, strong, and then if you want, go look at it. But if it's causing you to crack and have a weak foundation of your being, because you are so powerful, beloveds. But it's where you invest your time. It's where you invest your attention. It's where you invest your energy is what you're going to manifest in your inner world, which is the brain, in your deeper inner world, which is your soul, your heart, your truth. Because your brain is just going to be subject and listening to what you open up to and surrender to. Because a lot of people are surrendering unconsciously. They're just believing because they have a very famous name, they have a very, high reputation. We believe these people. And my question to you is, when are you willing to believe yourself, to feel what you're feeling, instead of just believing what you're seeing, but feel what you're feeling. So we're going to be doing a marathon. I'm going to be broadcasting this tomorrow again. We are going to do a 10-minute, at least a 2 to 5 minute of silence at 10 o'clock, because I've been asking for 2 minutes. So I'm probably not going to do 10 minutes, but Wednesday I'm focused on doing 10 minutes. So to keep it short and so people don't go off, but to promote the silence, we're going to be taking 2 to 5 minutes of silence on Wednesday, the 30th, during our marathon from 9:30 to 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you have family members, if you have friends, if you have community that is wanting to ask questions, because we also want you to know that you're not alone. We desire for you to know that there are people there who care, who honestly, sincerely care. They care because they've invested in the care of themselves. And when one cares about themselves and loves themselves, automatically they're going to care and love back. And that is, I could take that to the bank. So, because I live this. I love you, I see you, I honor you, because I am you. And there's no difference between you, me, the President of the United States, the guru of gurus anywhere in the world, or past, future, and present. There's no difference between any one of us. The only difference is how we relate to this and how we exercise out here. And I'm still a humble student at that. So I'm still developing and maturing in many spaces of my world. But I dedicate myself to myself every single morning, because if I can give you one thing before we go, is when you wake up in the morning, when you get up in the AM, because I don't like to say morning, when you get up in the AM and you rise, first, before you open your eyes, envision the world that you want to see. Envision the life that you want to live. Envision the people that you desire around you. Envision the people that you desire to serve. Envision the story that you desire to rewrite as it's already rewritten. Envision the life that you know is yours. And then you can do your meditation. You can do your reading. You can do your affirmations. But before you open your eyes, there's a space in between the space, sleeping and wakeful state of consciousness. There's a space in between that space that if you can train yourself to keep your eyes closed and manipulate the brain to not believe it's awake and to know that you're not asleep, so you can wake up in that in-between place, that is where envisioning is felt and heard at a deep, deep level. If you can practice this, and it takes time, and if you need assistance, we're here to help. And this is why we're offering this marathon. So, when you wake up in the morning, envision a life that is yours, because it's yours now. And don't base it on money, because if you want money, you're going to push money away. Envision what you desire to do, that the money is going to be money, resources, whatever you want is going to be a confirmation instead of a dependence. Because we have so many people working for money, and they're dependent on the value of money, and they don't even know who they are. What I want to invite you to do is I want you to envision the life that you desire. So in serving the life that you desire, the people, places, circumstances, situations, experiences, and events, and relationships are aligned with that. And as you wake up that way, live as if you already live it. Even if you don't see it, live as if you already live it. And I guarantee you, beloveds, if you take charge of this brain, I still got a long ways to go, so I'm right there with you. I can tell you that this brain doesn't run me anymore like it used to. It still runs me sometimes when I show up to events, and it's like the brain goes, okay, am I saying things right? Am I doing things right? But I know how to breathe, and I know how to let that go. But we're still working on many things together. And the question is, are you willing to start somewhere where you're at, instead of waiting for everything to be in its precise box so you can take action? Because that's where I was for many years. And even doing this video, I've been hesitant to share my conspiracy theory background with you. But I see so many people wanting to know what's going on outside of themselves so that they can have a happier life, so they can live a better life, but not knowing that they're investing in fear, crisis, trauma, concern, worry, doubt, confusion, manipulation, deceit, deceiving ourselves, waiting for life to change, and not being the transformation that we wish to see in the world, and other people looking at you and wondering, okay, if you know more than I do, and you're suffering, I'm not even going to sign up for this. Think about that for a second. One little action that you take on, and you take action on, you can be an example in a mirror for others in a very powerful way, because you don't know what your action can take you. Just like someone that does one video and goes viral. They didn't know their video was going to go viral. They just did the video. And I'm seeing this again and again in our community. And if you'd like to join our community, shout out to our water family. That's another resource that I have. So, and I also have many more resources. I want to help you with as much medicine that I can share by being the medicine, because there is no medicine more powerful out there than the medicine in here. But yet, when you realize that you are the medicine, medicine teachers appear out of everywhere. So, this is what we're going to offer on the marathon. We're desiring to bring more people to our marathon. So if you want to join and come on as a, I don't like to say guest speaker, but as a reflection, as a mirror, then let us know, and we'd love to have you on. Because this marathon is going to be for us to elevate the collective consciousness on the planet. We might do this every month. I'm still working with my wife to figure something out. And it's, like I said, it's going to be free. We are going to accept love donations. So anything that you want to give, any resources you want to give, any financial abundance you want to give, any referrals that you want to give, we're open to all abundance. Because we want to share our abundance with you. We don't want to be abundant alone. We are here to be abundant together. The old program of abundance, it's gone. Many people are realizing the old program of abundance is gone. The original ancient program of abundance is manifesting from the inside out. This is the word education comes from. Educo, to induce knowing from within. But yet we have an educational system, which if you're in the educational system, I don't mean judgment by this, but this is what I told you, this is what I'm telling you I studied. Educo means inducing knowledge or gnosis or awareness from within. But yet we live in a society where we're waiting to get that educational certification, degree, or diploma, or whatever, and then we'll be better. I know people with degrees that lose their jobs because they're angry. I know people with degrees that are not happy, and master's degrees that are not happy where they're at. If we look around us, we see that something doesn't fit. The puzzle is missing a very important piece. And this is why us as humanity, we are looking to fight against each other. Because we want to excuse it as somebody else's fault, instead of taking responsibility that my life is my creation, is my manifestation. And the more that I can take that responsibility, the more that I'll connect and collaborate with more conscious soul co-creators and co-manifestors in rewriting our story together. So if that sounds like something that you're interested, we're going to have a marathon again, March 30th from 9:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And please let me know something about the time change. I really haven't looked into it, which I should. I will. But let me know about this time change. They said they put something in law that now Arizona time is going to be fixed and the time is not going to change anymore. I don't know. That's what I heard. So please let me know, because I want to be very aligned with the time, because really the greatest time is now. And if you're hearing me for the first time, this is my greatest message. Then now is your time. Now is our time. Now is our time to live and stop living in excuses. So you haven't seen me share this water yet. I fell asleep for 3 months. No more. You haven't seen me share samadhi yet. No more. You haven't seen me share my story yet. No more. You haven't seen me reach out to people and say, how can I help you with this water? How can I help you with samadhi? How can I help you with the resources that I have? How can I help you to share your story and to share what you want to do and bring you on live? Get ready, because you haven't seen nothing yet. I'm stepping into my greatness. I'm stepping into our greatness, because when I say it's our time, and if I don't step into my time, our time, how can I help you step into your time? So I'm putting myself accountable in this video that you haven't seen nothing yet. So if you see me promote the water, if you see me promote samadhi, if you see me promote life, I lived far too long because someone told me long ago, you guys do network marketing too much. You guys market too much. And for that person, thank you. But we didn't really do anything. We played behind the shadows and we just, did videos here and there. We never really showed up and said, look, this is what we do. This is what we want to do. Get on calls, get on appointments, get on what people call discovery calls, but which is I call heart alignment calls. I'm going to reach out to more and more of you because if we're connected, there's a reason. Either you're helping me, I'm helping you, or we're collaborating, helping one another. This is the purpose of humanity. And what we're seeing online with all these viral videos of Hollywood, which are the greatest actors on earth. Actually, a lot of us are walking around with masks, but that's a whole other topic, which I'm still discovering masks within myself, even to this day. But the greatest actors on earth are the ones that are not living their purpose, not rewriting and finding their story, their truth, their love, their life, because you're living an actor's life. And all these actors of, all these different misdirected shows to get our attention over here and keep our attention. This is why in the Super Bowl, they charge millions of dollars for 30 seconds. Come on, think about it. All eyes are on, well, not my eyes. I don't watch sports anymore. Shout outs to those that are athletes and putting in the effort. Much love. However, I believe that we've lost direction of ourselves. And it's okay to watch sports. I'm not saying that. But when you're being the number one fan of a team, but you're neglecting being your own fan, I think there's something that needs to wake up there. And that's just my humble perspective. Yet, when they open up a 30-second spot for millions of dollars, because where everybody's attention is on, that's powerful manifestation, and they know this. This is why they use these. Anyways, we'll be talking about this more in the marathon. If it goes there, if it doesn't go there, I'm not going to talk about anything I'm not directed to talk about, because it's not about me, it's about we. And I show up here to let you know that where I come from, I was full of hate, full of anger, full of judgment, full of screw the world type of attitude. And I was betrayed all my life. But the one betrayal that I didn't want to face was myself. And when I woke up to that, and even being in prison, and finding all these truths, disclosures, that I felt like a saint compared to government, compared to military, compared to all these different systems. I felt like a saint, and I'm like, I am being criminalized for this? And then I got so angry. But when I watched What the Bleep Do We Know? And again, if this is your first time watching this video, please know it's a little complicated in the beginning. If it's your first time hearing about quantum physics and all that good stuff. But when it gets to the middle, more to the 30% of the documentary, it's going to come with basics. And if you can share your children that, it's going to help them a lot. Because it shifted my life when I didn't know nothing of nothing back in, what was it, 2001? No. 99, 2000? 2000, something like that. I live so much in the moment, I don't even think about dates anymore. But there you go. You are your number one fan. You are your number one love. You are your number one relationship. God, source, universe, creator, infinite mind, consciousness, life is going to be, the degree of that is going to be dependent on how your relationship is with yourself. Because you live in this one body and this is your one life. In this lifetime. I'm not saying, but this is your one life in this lifetime. Treat it better than you treat your car. Treat it better than you treat your phone. Treat it better than you treat your technology. Treat it better than you treat anything else in your life. Because then you will treat everything much, much better. Much more authentic. Much more present. And much more awake, alive, and aware. Thank you so much, everyone. Much love. Blessings, and we'll see you on the marathon. And if you'd like to share before the marathon and share any resources, donations, referrals, or if you would like to connect with us, please, I am not hesitant to share about abundance no longer. I've been quiet. I've been shy. I've been embarrassed. I've been hesitant. No more. Because the more that I become abundant, the more guaranteed that more are going to become abundant. Because I'm taking as many with me. And I'm going with as many that we rise together. One tide raises all ships. Let's raise the tide, humanity, and let's raise all ships as one Samadhi consciousness, Christ consciousness, Buddha nature, Krishna consciousness, Allah consciousness, Brahma consciousness, Jehovah consciousness, all consciousness. Blessings. Please share this video. Thank you. Let's live abundance inside and out as one.